You wake up. The first thing you do is check your phone. You scroll. You swipe. You tap. You have access to more information in one morning than your ancestors had in a lifetime. And yet you feel more overwhelmed than they ever did. What did they know that you forgot? They knew how to be bored. They knew how to sit in silence. They knew how to watch the horizon without needing stimulation. Your ancestors had no notifications, no news feeds, no endless scroll. They had the sky, the wind, and their own thoughts. And they were fine. Anthropologists have studied modern hunter-gatherer tribes like the Hadza in Tanzania and the San in Botswana. Their findings are striking. These groups work about 15 to 20 hours per week. The rest of their time is spent resting, socializing, playing, and storytelling. They have no bosses, no deadlines, no email. And they report higher life satisfaction than most people in industrialized societies. You call it laziness. They called it living. Your brain evolved in an environment of scarcity. Not just of food, but of information. Every new piece of information was potentially life-saving. Where is the water? Is that animal dangerous? Which berries are safe? Your brain rewarded you with dopamine every time you learned something new. This kept you alive. But here is the trap. That ancient dopamine system is now being hijacked by every app on your phone. Social media, news alerts, email notifications, infinite scroll. They are all designed to exploit your brain reward system. You are not addicted to your phone. You are addicted to the survival mechanism that kept your ancestors alive. The average person receives the equivalent of 174 newspapers worth of information every day. Your ancestors received maybe 1 or 2 meaningful pieces of information per day. Your brain was never designed to process this much data. This is why you feel tired all the time. Not because you are doing too much. Because your brain is processing too much. Ancient humans had something you have lost. Deep focus. The ability to concentrate on one thing for hours. They tracked an animal for days. They napped a stone tool for an entire afternoon. They told stories that lasted through the night. Their attention span was measured in hours, not seconds. You can still access this ability. It is called deep work, and your brain still knows how to do it. But you have to protect it. You cannot scroll for 30 minutes and expect to focus. You cannot check email every 5 minutes and expect flow. Your attention is not broken. It is just unpracticed. Here is what your ancestors knew. Silence is not empty. It is full of your own thoughts. Boredom is not dangerous. It is the doorway to creativity. Slowness is not weakness. It is the foundation of wisdom. They knew that community was survival. They knew that stories carried knowledge across generations. They knew that sitting around a fire with people you trust is not a luxury. It is a need. You have replaced the fire with a screen. And you wonder why you feel alone. The most valuable thing you can learn from ancient humans is this. You do not need more. More information, more speed, more stuff. You need less. Less noise. Less stimulation. Less scrolling. They thrived with almost nothing. You are struggling with everything. Maybe they knew something you forgot.